everyone. This video is about assignment 1, week 9, and it's found on page 533. And I really kind of have fun with pivot tables and pivot charts. One of the reasons is that you don't necessarily have to work with actual formulas. It's how you organize the information that you have in front of you and group it into a very logical and easily readable method of when you just take a shot at something and look at it, you can tell right away what's happening. And this assignment is a really good idea to show that. So I'm on page 534 in your textbook. And it says we're going to create a pivot table based on the sales data in sheet 1. Okay, so here's our sales data. And use the date as rows, okay, field, and use sales as the value field. Okay, so all right, so we're going to go up here to insert. And let me make sure I get my things right. Okay, pivot table. And it says, so sales data is going to be all this. And again, Excel showing you the dotted line. It needs to go into a new worksheet, and you're going to hit OK. And then you get this way over here on your right. Look to your right, and it gives you this here. All right. And so then you just kind of, they walk you through this. Use the date as a rows field. Okay. So date. So there it is, row labels. And use sales as the values field. Values field. I can't talk. It's late. And so now they have this. Okay. Name the new sheet containing the pivot table, income review. You know how to do that, so I'm not going to. Change the pivot table style to pivot style medium 19. So if you look up here, it's analyze and design. Okay. And so pivot style 19, you just flip through here until you find the pivot styles. Just hover, and that would be that one. Add a title and subtitle to the pivot table. You know how to do that. Just one tip, that needs to be merged and centered. That needs to be merged and centered, and then you format it like it should. Number 2, use the group field command. Okay, and it's telling you pivot table tools analyze. So you have to click in here to trigger that. Pivot table tools analyze. Go to group the daily sales figures. Okay, by months and quarters. Okay, so we need to by months and quarters. And here it says, if you click up here, if you leave all this click like this, see the group field, it goes away. Okay, so just be here, and you go to group field, and it says what? Months, quarters. Be careful, it's right here, and it doesn't go to 12/1/1, it goes to 12/31/2014. So make sure you change that, and you're supposed to group it by months and quarters. And again, look in the picture if you have any doubt that you're doing this right or wrong. See, that's easy. Now you know that first quarter January sales were 11,486, and March they picked up and they're 12,370. And so this is really kind of cool. This is why I like pivot tables. I think they're kind of neat. Format the sum of the values as currency, no decimal places, and you can do that. You really know how to do that by now. Number 3. Now we're going to create a pivot chart and locate it in the same sheet as the pivot table. Okay, so you're going to have to find your pivot chart. Over here it is. It looks just like all the other charts you've been working with. Use the 3D clustered column chart type. So you just have to click there. And if you just hold this over, that's cluster, that's stacked, that's 100%. 3D clustered. Okay, so that's it. I lost my place. Set up the chart to have no legend. Well, as soon as you click here, all right, then you get this stuff over here, and you just kind of have to look around and figure it out. Let me show you where it's at. Okay, and so you click on this, and so now you have this. And what you need to do is, again, I lost my place, and set the chart to have no legend. Okay, so you can click here. That's not what you want. Click here, and now you have all this. And if you go down here, you can see you either do here, say if you want a legend, but we don't want a legend, so we're going to take it away. See? Hide the filled buttons. Okay? So filled buttons, that's the quarters and the date. See where it says quarters and dates over here? And don't remove it, and it will say hide all filled buttons on the chart. Okay, see, you're doing this. Then right click in the chart rotation, choose 3D, right click, and I'm going to let you do that. You can figure it out. Set the X rotation to 100 and Y rotation to 50. Again, it's just a matter of right clicking on this and then looking over here, and it'll give you the information. Change the chart quick colors. All right, this is something you should have used before. If you hold this here, it says chart quick colors. That's where you do that. To color 17, edit the chart title. So you need to change this, and you can look in your book, and then resize it to fit like it is in the example. Okay. This is some of the harder. This is, if you want to call it harder, the more search and find. There are several things I've left for you to do. Make sure that you do it, please. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Take care and have a good day.